let's retuft an ottoman for an off-Broadway show. Earlier this year, I was working in props at an off-Broadway show at the Mint Theater, which is one of the theaters that's part of Theater Row on 42nd Street. The Mint is actually a really interesting theater because they specialize in reviving plays that have never been performed before or have had a very limited run since their inception. So the show that I was working on was called Garside's Career, written by Harold Brighouse in the early 20th century, and it details the rise and fall of one man's political career from a working mechanic, a politician of the Labor Party, ultimately falling to the corruption of politics, which is actually quite topical to today's time, even though this play was written over 100 years ago, takes place in a different country, and is dealing with different politics altogether. We did many things in props, but making this tufted ottoman was probably my favorite. We picked out the fabric and trim in the fabric district, and it just happened to be my favorite color, and we learned an entirely new skill, which is retufting an ottoman and adding these beautiful cloth buttons and high cushions as well. And I also got to make a matching pillow. Today is actually closing night of Garside's Career, or closing matinee, I should say, and I would say it had a pretty good run. Shout out to the cast and crew and everybody at the Mint, and be sure to see a show there if you want to support their nonprofit mission. Thanks for a great first New York show.